This is Todd Blanche. He's the Deputy Attorney General of the Department of Justice. This guy is basically the central operating officer for a department of 113,000 employees. That includes the FBI, the ATF, the DEA, the U.S. Marshal Service, and a lot more. And this is what he has to say about the Epstein files.
Is the public going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not? And then I have a quick follow-up.
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
Well, I mean, they're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them, right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women. If we learn about information and evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But I don't think that the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately.
And this is what Todd Blanche has to say about the detainment of 5-year-old Liam Ramos, who was coming home from preschool when he was taken by ICE agents.
He showed a photo of Liam, included some biblical passages saying Jesus wept, and then went on to say, civics lesson to the government. Administrative warrants issued by the executive branch to itself do not pass probable cause muster. This is called the fox guarding the hen house. The Constitution requires an independent judicial officer. What's your response?
Well, look, that's an active litigation, so I'm limited, but I will say this. The immigration law, the body of immigration law, is much different than our typical criminal process because of the administrative nature of what we do every day. And so to the extent that we need to appeal that judge's decision, I promise we will. But you see thousands and thousands of administrative actions happening every single day in this country, and you just highlighted a single one and not the thousands and thousands of others that happen. And so this is what we're doing is tough. What we're doing is difficult.
What's so crazy to me is that Todd Blanche has no problem saying that he's going to fight the judge's decision to have a 5-year-old child released from ICE detention, when it's been reported multiple times that ICE detention is not safe nor humane, where people don't have the ability to lie down, where they can't go to the bathroom in private, where they are being attacked or assaulted by ICE agents, such as having their genitals crushed, where they can't access their medication for problems like diabetes. And yet, he's going to fight that. Yet when it comes to the Epstein files, he sees no need for further investigation nor prosecution, when other countries do, such as Lithuania, Poland, Denmark, Finland, and England, where they are actively investigating what is going on with the Epstein files. Because again, he's the second in command of a department of 113,000 people. His job entails detailing and directing the day-to-day operations of the Department of Justice, which includes the FBI. And what did the FBI do last year regarding the Epstein files? They spent a considerable amount of time trying to find and redact Donald Trump's name as much as possible from the Epstein files. What's also genuinely crazy is what we know and when it was public information, because we know that Jeffrey Epstein pled guilty to procuring a person under 18 for prostitution in 2008, while he was being charged by the Florida District Attorney Alexander Acosta. There's also the fact that from 2011 to 2019, not only is Epstein still meeting with wealthy clientele such as Bill Gates, but also there are multiple reports of him trafficking people, including minors and children. And yet, the Florida State Attorney General, Pam Bondi, does not do anything to prosecute him or charge him with a crime. It wasn't until 6 months after she leaves office that he is then arrested in 2019 and then taken to prison. And Pam Bondi is now the Attorney General of the United States Department of Justice, and she has changed her story multiple times regarding the Epstein files, saying that they were on her desk, that they were going to be released, later saying that there was no client list, and then later saying that there was no need to prosecute, and then saying that they were only going to prosecute Democrats. And now we have Todd Blanche saying that there's no need for any further prosecution at all, which is just crazy. Like, what is going on? When are people going to figure out what actually happened regarding the issue?